What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to go over the two trades that I called out this morning on our Discord. So I'm going to go over all the steps that I took before taking this trade, the entire thought process, what I had in mind, and the reason behind taking that trade. Watch this video all the way till the end because I'm sure this is really going to help your trading. You as a trader, you must have a solid system that gives you consistent amount of profits. If one system is working for you, stick to that system and stop going over different strategies. So if you're serious about trading, you need to sit down and you must find a system that works for you. In order to find your system, you need to start back testing all your strategies. So me, every day, what I do is that I sit down in front of my charts when the market opens and I exactly know what I look for. I know exactly what setup I am looking for, and I know exactly what needs to happen for a certain instrument so that I will take that order, or in what scenarios I would not take any trades. Now let's go over the charts and see how we took this trade and how you can use this system if you become consistent in it and make consistent amount of profits. So let me walk you through all the steps that we took on our Discord first, and then I'm going to move to the charts and show you exactly what the thought process was behind taking that trade. So on May 26, 2023 at 8:57 a.m. I saw this chart on Euro USD. So I have multiple demand zones that I'm going to show you exactly on the charts. I have multiple demand zones inside of each other. So I was like, this is the system. This is exactly the setup that I always look for. So if I want to go long, I want to see the price sitting right on top of multiple demand zones. So that's exactly what I saw on Euro USD. So I took that trade. I don't care what time it is. I don't care what's happening in the market. If I see the setup, I have to take it. And after that, it's just a risk management that I have to take care of. So I said I'm taking a long on Euro USD. That's the price I got filled at. That's my take profit. That's my stop loss. So always on our Discord, on the trade alerts, we always, every time I take a trade, I exactly mention where I get filled, where my take profit and my stop loss is. Then we had the XY, or the US dollar index. It was sitting at a supply and Euro was sitting on a demand. So this is great for us. So if I'm seeing Euro sitting on a demand and US dollar sitting at a supply, that means US dollar could potentially move down and Euro could potentially move up. And I was long on Euro USD, so that's exactly what I wanted. Now, the trade went in our favor, so I got in at 8:57, and I said, boom, yo, this is going at 8:59. So it only took us 2 minutes to take that trade. And then at 9 a.m., I took half off, and then at 9:01, I took profit on the entire position, and this is exactly the trade that I went in. So I sent screenshots of my entry and my exit so that everyone will see that I actually did enter on the call out that I sent out. So that was the entry, and that's the first exit, and that's the second exit on my position. Now after that, I said market is not looking good, and then I did not take any trade for a while. And then at 9:25, I sent that this is the SPX 500. These are all the levels I am watching. And at 9:33, I took another position at Euro USD long for a quick scalp. I took that position. I'm going to show you on the chart. I took that position just because we went back to that demand zone again. So I was like, I have to take this position until I'm going to take long off of that demand zone until it proves me otherwise, right? And here we go. Our take profit hit again at 9:42. So that was like a 5-7 minute trade, 9-minute trade, and that was again my entry and my exit on this 5-minute chart. And that was it. And then the last trade I was looking for was SPX 500 pushing up. I was looking for a pullback into this support area, but it didn't happen, so I never took that trade. And then at the end, I mentioned that trading will get much easier if you know the setup to look for. Wait for it to present and execute on it. Now let's go over the chart. So that is exactly the chart I was watching. So Euro USD, if I go down to the 1 minute, here we go. That's exactly what happened. So our first trade on Euro USD, I'm just gonna move back to the 1 hour. So that is the bigger picture. So this move down has happened after all those trades that we've taken. Market is still open. It's 11:26 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so market is open and everything is moving. So we took this trade. Sorry, let me go back to yes, the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour chart, I had a demand zone, which is this big rectangle area. That's my demand zone on the 1 hour. Now if I move down to the 15-minute, I had a demand zone all the way here. So that was my another demand zone on the 15-minute. Now when I moved down to the 5-minute, I realized I have a demand zone right on the 5-minute as well. I was like, okay, so I have a demand zone on 5-minute, I have a demand on 15 minutes, and also on the 1 hour time frame. So I was like, that's great. So the price is definitely gonna hold up around this area. And that's exactly what happened. So I'm just gonna go down on the 1 minute to show you exactly what happened with the price in more detail. That's exactly where we entered. We literally caught the bottom of Euro USD. It started pushing up and then came back down. My stop loss was below into this area. It never got taken out, so the trade still continued, and then it moved higher, and that was the first exit that I took, and that was the first trade, which was most of my gains of the day on this trade, that I took profit on this trade, and I mentioned on the Discord. The second trade I mentioned, if I go on the Discord on Euro USD, so look at this. So I exactly know what setups I'm looking for, and I exactly know what to expect from the trade. But that does not necessarily mean that the trade is going to go in my favor, right? So I just go according to my setup, and if the setup goes in my favor, that's great. If not, my stop loss is going to get hit, and I always have a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. So on this trade, I mentioned again that on the second trade, I mentioned that this is going to be a quick scalp trade, taking another entry at Euro USD long for a quick scalp. So I didn't expect this trade to continue the same way that the first trade continued. Why? Because it was the one time here, a second time here, another time here for the third time, another time here for the fourth time, and then another time here for the fifth time, right? So 5 times this demand zone got tested. So all those buyers are going to get absorbed at this area. And if the sellers get aggressive when the price moves higher, then it's going to continue to sell off. That's why I was not looking for a continuation trade. It was just a quick scalp trade, a breakout of structure, a fake out, and then move back down. So I took that trade here exactly, and my exit was on top of this candle, and that was exactly when I took the trade. So that was the second trade on Euro USD, and then we just called it a day, and that was it for today. All right, so you guys saw how the thought process went on those 2 trades. So all the trades that I took, I had exactly a specific plan on every single trade. I knew exactly where I'm going to get in. I knew exactly where I'm going to get out, and what would happen if the trade goes against me. I knew where my stop loss is going to be. If you don't know the answer to even one of these questions, you should not be entering on that trade. You should only enter on a trade when you know exactly your plan, when you know what your thesis is on a trade, where your stop loss and your take profit and your entry is on the trade. All right, I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you want to see next in the other videos. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.